Welcome back to Kind of Trash. Today we are going to go on a little adventure. We are going to go to a thrift store. We are going to go to World Market, and I have to then pick up my dad from the mechanic and take him to Ikea. Yesterday I organized my parents' kind of junk closet, which was, if you know my mother and you might have seen her in the ice cream video, is a very scary endeavor, is to mess with her stuff. But luckily she seems very happy, but now we just need to get some bins and kind of categorize everything. So it will be my first time back at Ikea post-pandemic. I am so excited. I love Ikea, and it's one of mine and my dad's favorite things to do. So hopefully, we tried to go yesterday and the line was too long and there was just too many people. So I'm hoping if we go like a Monday afternoon, it should be fine. And we can avoid the crowds and everything. So I will take you along with me. I just went into World Market, got a few things. So I wanted to do a little haul for you because this is important content. So I got a Clearly Canadian plain sparkling water. I'm quite the sparkling water aficionado, if you know me. And they had some flavors. I was kind of intrigued by the wild cherry, but I just wanted to try the plain one. I like Topo Chico, so I thought let's try our neighbors of the north. Just giving myself other options of countries I may want to, go live in. Based on their sparkling water, of course. The next one is a Ritter Sport. Not focusing. These are great candy bars. In my opinion, the hazelnut's great. This is a macadamia nut, which I've never seen before, so I was like, oh, I should give that a try, obviously. And last is just a giant bottle of vanilla syrup that I use for my iced coffee every day. Had to stop myself from going everywhere. I'm pretty sure that Cost Plus World Market is like everything you want to find in a thrift store, except just like grossly more expensive, if that makes sense. They had a couch in there that I liked a lot, and then it was like, I was like, oh, $350, wow, that's such like a deal. And it was just, no, that corner of the couch was $350, but the whole thing was like $1,000. So, I'll just cry about that later. Okay, on to our next stop. Okay, I picked up this guy. Hi, Dave. I got some stuff at Goodwill that I'll show you after. But we're gonna go in and get containers we need and probably some other stuff we don't need. And I'll gawk at a lot of things that I want and I can't have. And then I'll probably cry afterwards, so great. Do you have anything to say?
No. Hi, everyone.
Oh, okay. What an addition. Bye. Now we're here, about a week later. which I think is some sort of hybrid between laziness and busyness, and I'm not really sure how they intercede, but it led to this part being taken place a week later. Very pleased with the purchases I got at all the stores. That is more stores than I'm used to going to in a day, but that's just the way the day worked out, that my dad needed somebody to drive him and we had to go to Ikea. So let's start at World Market. What I got. You kind of saw my haul. To give a review, clearly Canadian. Wow. Okay. So, this does factor into where I kind of stand with where I would want to immigrate to. Although the taste, the flavor was good and this was a plain sparkling water, it did not have the carbonation of a Topo Chico, so the points still go to Mexico on that one. What I did like about it is that the bottle, the label was printed on it and not a sticker, which for recycling and everything, that's just better and better for the environment. So that did give it a leg up over all Topo. Reign supreme. The candy bar was really good. So good, in fact, that I ate the whole thing and then I regretted it and probably should have just stuck with half. I didn't really notice that big of a difference between macadamia nut and the hazelnut as far as like putting one above the other. They're both just amazing. And syrup's always good. Then we went to Goodwill. I found a bunch of things. I almost got that pair of velvet overalls, but a call to my sister-in-law told me that was just more of an impulse purchase. So I ended up only getting 2 things. The first of which is this. I feel like every haul I have, there's something from Old Navy, and I don't know what that is because I never really shopped in the store that much. Maybe I should. Actually, no. This is just a long midi dress. It has some like kind of thread detail at the top. I wore it the other day with a t-shirt kind of over the top to kind of give it the look of a midi skirt, because that's, what I've been looking out for. But overall, just a nice like bridal shower, nice dinner dress. It's super cooling. It's just like a nice cotton. I wore it with sneakers, which I imagine, unless I'm going to set events, I would wear it with. It's not my usual color palette or pattern, but I decided to just give it a try, and I actually didn't mind it. I actually liked it a lot. And then it has this like elastic in the back, the tag's still on it because I really suck at taking the tags off of anything. I just thought it was like a nice summery. I mean, I live in California, so it's gonna be like summer weather for like another month, so this is necessary. And then the only other thing I got, which is wrinkled because I've also worn this since, is just this like MTV t-shirt, which if there's like some staining at the collar, but I'm just gonna wear it for a pajama shirt, so like what do I care? But I just really liked the design. If I was able to get those stains out, I was thinking of like cropping it to make it like shorter and like just an oversized top that I could wear out. But since it didn't, like, I'm pretty cool with this, and buying large men's t-shirts are my favorite form of pajamas. Unless, one day I get the like nice embroidered J. Crew pajama, and I just don't see that happening for me like anytime soon. So for now it's stained MTV shirts. Then we went to Ikea, which, like I said, we had tried to go the day before, and it was just so packed, and I was like, I'm not ready for that. So it was not crowded at all. I think there was like 1 or 2 times there was people like remotely close to me, and then other than that, it was really nice. And even the checkout, we got taken right away, which never happens. We were there because, as I said, I organized my parents' closet and we needed bins, and then my dad also wanted to look into closet organization. I actually filmed an organization video of cleaning out my kitchen cabinets, but in the intro of the video, I had just eaten a Kind bar and there was a very clear chocolate stain throughout the entirety of it, and then for some reason, when filming the other part of the video, I just decided to wear no makeup and put no effort into my appearance, and for my own personal mental health, I just didn't want to put that on the internet. To be honest, you weren't missing much. Basil leaves, chili powder, bay leaves, basil. Okay, well, here's something. We have basil leaves and basil. Do these things have expiration dates? Parsley. I was like, I swear to God if this is basil again. Everything but the bagel seasoning. This might be old because it was during my avocado toast phase, which we all have and is why I don't own a house, obviously. But Ikea went very successfully. I just got a few things because, like I said, I was mostly there to shop for my dad. So the first thing I got is just a plain spatula. I'm not usually a plastic kitchen utensil kind of person, but when I was making pancakes the other day, I only had a metal spatula and I really didn't want to do the metal against, the nonstick or the cast iron. You don't want to scratch anything. So I thought for pure flipping purposes, I thought this was a good purchase. Then I got an egg slicer. Fun fact, I do not and have never eaten eggs. Like, I'll bake with them, but I do not eat them. And I got this because I love to chop mushrooms with it or zucchini because I prefer my zucchini shaped the way Benihana does. I've broken 2 of these slicing zucchini back to back, and I bought expensive ones trying to get quality and it just didn't go. So figured why not try Ikea. Also, I use these because I should not be trusted with knives under any circumstance. So this is a safer option for me and small children. Next, I got a flower pot. I grabbed this, took it to the register, and they're like, you didn't want the base? And I honestly didn't know it came with it. And I was like, oh, I don't need that. And then I had to run back to get it. But I just thought this was, I had gotten a lot of succulent cuttings and I needed something to put them in. So can't go wrong with just a classic terracotta pot. Oh, another Ikea purchase I got was the stool that I showed you in the video that makes a great plant stand. My my fan is currently on it, so I'm not going to show it to you, but I use those stools all over the place for plant stands, fans, not actually a stool because they're not comfortable. I mean, a footstool maybe, but that's about it. And last but not least, the most important purchase. I don't know if you know this, but Ikea makes the best sour cream and onion chips. The only ones that I like slightly better are dirty chips, which if you know those, but these are so good. I bought 3 bags, which I think my father was a little dismayed about. And then my friend who understands it, shout out to Stephanie, was like, great purchase. And honestly, I should have bought more. But I bought 3. I've already launched into 1 and then I have 2 in my reserve. Thank you for all the feedback on the last ice cream video. I heard you loud and clear. More Emma. She does want to film a Target shopping spree, so maybe we can get that going. And also, there was some negative feedback as to Haagen-Dazs if we just got a bad batch. And to that, I have to say, you don't get to try twice at the Olympics, okay? We bought a carton. That's what it was. Those were the rankings on that day. And that's what there is to it. You don't get to, in Great British Bake Off, you don't get to say, oh, I'll have another go of it, sir. No, that just doesn't happen. So that's where the rankings lie. That's what happened that day. We stand by our findings. Also, speaking of Great British Bake Off, on HBO Max, there's a show called The Great Pottery Throwdown, and it's essentially Great British Bake Off, but with pottery. It's a car crash. It's you don't know why you're still watching, but it's so entertaining. So, if anybody else is spending their time between Euphoria and Pottery Throwdown, let me know. We could be friends. That's all we have for today. Let me know if you have any suggestions about what you want to see in the next video. Any open to any crafts, any thrift shopping challenges, organization. If you want me to come organize your space, let me know. And that's about it. See you later.